And you can go ahead and call the meeting to order.
All right.
Dan.
It is me. Yeah. I would like to, this is Dan, call this meeting to order. What else do I have to say?
I will call roll.
Thank you.
Let's see, Daniel Ilion,
Here.
John Kilstrom,
Here.
Mindy Prosky,
Here.
Andrew Rathman, Benjamin Hurt,
Here.
Kenneth Ingstrom,
Here.
Michelle Hellstrom,
Here.
and Lieutenant McNabb is filling in for Chief Schmerber tonight. And I don't see Andrew Labonte, the council liaison, but sometimes he signs on later, so. If you want to go ahead, Dan.
Yep. Make a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting.
And I will go down the line. Mindy?
I'll make a
Oh,
motion
sorry.
to, that's okay. I'll make the motion to approve the meeting minutes. And we need a
Second.
Okay, and Mindy?
yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Yeah, Dan,
Yes.
Ben,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
and Ken.
Yes.
All right. It's approved.
All right. We have a new member, correct? So Michelle Hellstrom, welcome. Do you want to maybe introduce yourself?
My name's Michelle Hellstrom. My husband and I have lived in Gladstone for a little over 11 years now. We have 2 French bulldogs as kids, and they keep us pretty entertained. So just happy to be starting to get involved in my community.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Welcome.
All right, next order of business. It's been a while since our last meeting, but we are needing to elect a new chair. And our meeting notes say and vice chair. I'm assuming that is under the assumption that I'm elected as chair, then we do the new vice chair. Is that correct? Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
I nominate Daniel for president of the traffic board, chairman of the traffic board.
Second.
Okay, and I'll go down the line. Mindy,
Yes.
Michelle,
Yes.
Dan, you can't vote for yourself. Ben,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
and Ken.
Yes.
It's official.
Can I elect someone for vice chair? I would like to nominate Ben Hurt for vice chair.
John Kilster, my second.
And I'll go down the line. Mindy,
Yes.
Michelle,
Yes.
Dan,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
and Ken.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, next order of business, open it up for roundtable discussion.
Did we just do that?
I thought we approved the minutes already.
Yeah, out of order.
Did that begin?
Yeah.
Mixing it up in the new year.
Oh, I did do it out of order, didn't I? You know what? I was actually looking at the minutes from the last meeting, and I think that was the order. I'm sorry. You're right. I did. Okay, so business from the board is next on our agenda.
The only thing I have is I know that after we met last time, we shared that presentation on the traffic data, and Chief Smurber had asked for more information about time of day, weather conditions, and a few more things. I did not get time to do that over the holidays to find that information. However, I did confirm that it is available, and so we can dive into that and pull that out. So I'll try and have that ready for next time. But yeah, that's the status of that. I know that we kind of left that hanging last time, so I'll try and work on that. That's all I got.
I guess on that note, Ben, with you now being vice chair, I wouldn't mind meeting with you and working on that with you sometime, some point before our next meeting. and we could come talk about it at the next one.
The last meeting I brought up about the crosswalk at Webster and Oatfield, that it's very difficult to see if you're going from Webster to go northbound on Oatfield. And I saw this evening, two people almost get hit at that crosswalk because the lights are both green. So the right turn lane comes up and they have a green light instead of a red light or a red arrow like is on the other side for the crosswalk there, where it's always a green arrow, and when the pedestrian box is signaled, it goes red. In this case, that light stays green. You can't see well because of all the bushes and the traffic control device. So that, I believe that light on the right-hand lane, if that were to be coordinated with the crosswalk light, that may prevent somebody from getting seriously injured. Like I say, I saw a car almost take out two people tonight because they couldn't see them and the light was green. Thank you.
And kids use that crosswalk a lot, going up to Crocksburger.
Yeah, I will second that. I mean, I take that and my wife take that road every single day to pick our boy up from school. And she has mentioned several times that she's noticed recently, within the last couple months, that I don't know if the signal timing has changed, but that there have been multiple near accidents with people turning right and then off of Oatfield, I guess, heading eastbound, turning left. So I second that concern. It is one that I've seen as well.
Yeah, there's a little boy that goes to Cracksburger every day. He's probably about 4 foot tall and pushing his bicycle across, and you can't see him. He just disappears with all that stuff there.
I'm not sure if that's on the traffic safety, the plan, but I'll mention it to Chief Schmerber and have him see if he can check in to see who controls the lights. And I'll have him get an update for you next meeting.
I think when they did the paving that they said the lights were the control of the county.
Is it possible to ask the property owner on the corner to trim the bushes and there's a little tree there to improve the sight distance at least?
I'll give you Yvonne McNeil's card before you leave, and she's our code compliance person. You can let her know and she can go and check that out and make sure that there's visibility.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
I know the crash report that Ben provided really flags out where the areas of concern are. And I'm wondering, is it our job or prerogative to physically go and look at those sites and make recommendations or about what could be done to improve the situation? Or is that more like something that Public Works people or someone else would do?
You know, honestly, I'm not sure, but Chief Schmerber will be back at the end of the week. And I will make sure that he knows about it, and we'll get some information back to you once he comes back, because it could be a public works thing. I'm not exactly sure. So,
My assumption is that we can make whatever recommendations we feel are necessary.
yes.
What we recommend may not necessarily be taken into account and or done directly. I mean, that's where it may be Public Works or maybe on the county or maybe on whoever is responsible for said facility. But I agree. I think if we feel the need to go out and check what we see as a traffic safety concern, an intersection of concern, and can come up with some recommendations and ideas, I think that is the job of the board.
If you
I w-
see something, say something
Yeah.
too, I mean, if you just knowing that a lot of us drive around our town and we see things that we're like, that's not exactly safe. this is the place to bring it up. You're also going to have, I had somebody come up to me, they knew I was on this board, and they vehemently started talking about the Abernathy McLaughlin that and they wanted to know what they needed to do, and I said, hey, we know about that, we are working on that, it's actually in an action plan. So I hear you, I know what you're saying, and know that we know about it. But so, but this is the place where we can, if somebody said something to me and I was like, I have no idea about that, I would bring it here and ask if anybody else knows about it, or I would go check it out myself.
Are we stepping on anyone's toes if we come up with a list of like, well, we could do this and this? Uh, you know, I'm not a traffic engineer. I think Ben is. So like me, you have some expertise. But if we say, well, maybe if we, restripe this or put some traffic calming system in or something, are we like stepping on Public Works toes or?
No, I think the process, like, there's the process of what we do, and then there's the process of how things get implemented. And I think what will happen is our role will be to identify those things. And I think what we talked about last time is there's an update to the TSP that's going to be happening, which is the Transportation System Plan for the city. And as part of that, oh, do you have it right there? That's it. Here we go. I think there's going to be an update to that. And one of the things that will happen as a part of that is a list of projects or concerns from the city will go out to that. And then based on that and what that, whoever puts that together says, they'll say, yes, this is an issue based on the data and the design here, and this is a project that we would recommend. And so that's where those projects actually come out of, is the development of the plan. And then there's a cost estimate and a schedule and an implementation for each one of those things there. So I think it's valuable, but how you see that to completion is through that TSP, and then gets on that plan. And then that's how things get funded and selected and move forward from there. Does that make sense? So,
I think also part of our job is to not lose sight of things that we have brought up because they just kind of fall off the edge of the table. So I would see that we're also to kind of be the naggers of saying, hey, this was supposed to happen, it didn't happen, and is it going to happen? An example would be Dartmouth Street. They talked about changing the way that would slow the traffic down. They're going to put striping, they didn't put striping, they're going to do this. So those things that we've talked about, we just kind of need to, be the nagger sometime about that. If this is a true concern, then, because, yes, they can park a squad in the church parking lot and, try to keep people to slow down, but that doesn't necessarily register with everybody.
So I think that answer your initial question, I personally don't think that it would be stepping on toes to recommend potential mitigation or fixes to safety issues that we see. Now, I think we need to come at it in a way that we can't be offended if it doesn't happen exactly the way we recommend it. But I think it is on this board to make those recommendations.
Our focus is traffic safety.
Yep.
So
what's the best way to build a list? I mean, I think maybe we start off because I think we bring up a couple different places every time we meet, right? And then like you said, they fall off the table, right? So maybe a place to start on that is like, after this, if you guys have something between now and the next meeting, just email it out to the group. Hey, here's a location, right? We build that list from there. And then when we have that opportunity to talk to whoever's doing the TSP, we can bring those to the attention of that, whether the chief does that or whether that we do that through that conversation. I think it's important to start building that list for ourselves to remember these places. So maybe that's our homework for next time. It's just send out an email, put together a list or an Excel spreadsheet of the places and the locations or something like that, and we can fill that out.
I completely agree. And I would be totally willing to organize that list and build a spreadsheet, because I'm kind of the same as you. We have the the meeting minutes. Now that's kind of up to this point, our record of what we've talked about and areas of concern that have been brought up in the past. But I'd love to keep a running table spreadsheet of concern locations that this board has brought up. Maybe track what has been done or hasn't been done and have that at our ready for each of these meetings. So, yes, please, each of you, if you've got a list of, and I'll go back through the notes. I can start to build this list based off of our previous notes, but I'd love for you to send me an email and send it to the group, and I can start building that table.
Just go back, the chief mentioned last time the traffic plan and that there is a grant that's going to be coming, I guess, to work on this. So I would say probably because of the interest from the chief and our responsibility, that probably should be reviewing this and see what's been accomplished on the plan, things that are still open, and can they be done in a time frame and a amount of money that's available. A lot of this stuff, it's too expensive and the prices keep going up, but this is the hard copy. It's a lot of pages and it covers a lot of stuff, and it's amazing what you'll find in there has already been proposed that we might think of.
Where'd you get that? Oh.
It's online.
So I have the traffic safety plan on a flash drive, or you can find it on the city's website. I believe it's on the Public Works page. And you can just open it up from there too. So
Okay. Sounds
if,
good.
if you want a flash drive or if you need me to print it, whatever you need, just let me know.
Sounds like some more homework.
Yeah.
Some late night reading.
Everyone gonna stay up reading the TSP? Thanks for bringing that up, Ken. It's a good call to action.
Okay, any other roundtable discussions? Oh, wait, hold on. I was looking at the wrong one again. I guess any other business from the board, and then we'll open it up to roundtable discussion. Nope. I guess it's open to roundtable discussion. I agree, that kind of felt like a roundtable discussion. There are no other items. Let's move on to the police department updates.
Think you all have in front of you the 2025 year-end stats. Does anyone have any questions regarding those statistics? Oh, they don't. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought that was in your packet. I guess I'll read them off to you here. So, from 24 to 25, traffic accidents that involved injury they remained steady. There was a 0% increase. Traffic accidents with property damage were up almost 20%. Hit and runs were down about 9%. Traffic stops were down about 4%. Citations were down about 11%. Parking citations were up 1%, and DUIs were up about 6%.
Just to confirm, that was 2024 to 2025?
It was, yes. Anyone have any other questions?
And that's in the monthly report on the statistics page.
That's all I got.
Thank you. Any, I guess, questions, comments from the board for Chief?
Did you guys have any questions on the monthly report for Public Works or the police department?
The only thing I noticed was the domestic disputes, that almost 100% increase in those.
Yeah.
From 135 to 243. That's a
Yeah.
big increase.
It happens.
Okay, no other questions or comments. Move on to, is there anyone from the community on the call? Okay,
Nope.
yes, I will say last call for comments from the board, questions from the board. Otherwise, I move to adjourn. Motion to adjourn.
And somebody has to second it.
I second it.
And I'll go down the line.
Yes.
Dee, Michelle,
Yes.
Daniel,
Yes.
Ben,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
and Ken.
Yes.
Meeting's adjourned.